You and me stuck on the ocean now, nothing but waves in this filling in. I wanna dry up, but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here. All my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home. Chasing all that we don't have, chasing all that we don't have, chasing all that we don't have, all the way back home. Chasing all that we don't have, chasing all that we don't have, chasing all that we don't have. Yesterday we could be ourselves, didn't have much but nevertheless we were true to each other. But now we don't even bother. I remember you being hopeful, but the tall waves have worn us down, and slowly we are drowning. That's why you need to come with me, with me, with me. Turn around 180 degrees and cross the sea. I will not let us fade away. It's not a price I wanna pay, and it's not too late. No, we lost our...
All right, MHT family.
I was just going to say, I love those Remax
How are you doing?
commercials.
We are super excited that you're joining with us tonight.
New Year.
Happy New Year. That's right. You could be anywhere tonight, anywhere at all, but you decided to tune into our program. We're really excited about that. Really happy that you are that you're doing well, this week. We've had a fabulous week. We're going to jump into our gratitudes in just a minute here. We always love giving our gratitudes, and we have just an excellent lineup for you coming up. We have Kelly with the owner of Kore Barre Yoga. I'm really excited to have her on board, and we have some other exciting news that we're going to share as well. So you definitely want to stay tuned in, stay engaged, because this is going to be an exciting show. Hi, welcome back. It's Robert and Maria McArthur. We're so excited that you're joining with us. This is going to be just a really, really exciting show, and we have so much.
Our first show for 2023.
2023, that's right. This is our first show. That's right. We hope you had a great holidays, great new year. It was just really exciting. Maria, how has your week been?
Well, it's been pretty busy so far.
Pretty busy. Yep.
But I've been happy for the sunshine. It's not been pouring down raining. And I don't know how many of you like the snow, but I would be thrilled to have some snow.
That's right.
Because, I mean, it was, like 80 degrees like 2 weeks ago. So
I know, right?
But Rob and I've tried to encourage him to share some gratitudes every day. I think it's really important.
It is.
It helps train our mind to be grateful, and I think that's important. So we're going to share some gratitude. So
can I go first? Because I think you're going to steal mine.
No, I don't steal anything.
Okay, you go first then.
No, you go.
All right, I'll go first. Today, I got my first FaceTime call from my daughter Chloe since she's been away. She's going to be away for 6 months. 6 months, and this is the first time in about a month or so, and
Yes.
really, really happy about that. So
Yes. Actually,
that was just a great call.
That was a great thing. We haven't seen her for, wow, what has it been, a week almost? Or
Yes.
a little more than a week. Last Thursday?
That's right. Yep.
That we said, it hasn't even been a week. It feels like it was a week, doesn't it?
Feels like it's been a week.
But
That's
anyway,
right.
yes, we sent, we have been blessed. Some might think that's not blessed, but to us, that our children did not go away to college and they stayed pretty close to us, which, of course, like you, I'm sure family is extremely important. So our daughter, who has been called to go do God's work on the mission field, is we sent her off last Thursday, all by herself on an airplane to, I don't know what, 15, 18 hours away from us. And so that we've never done that before. So that was a little let go and let
Nerve-wracking.
God kind of thing.
That's right.
And nerve-wracking too.
Yep.
But it's okay. My gratitude. Oh, my gratitude today is that I was actually very grateful to be able to speak with the organization personally that Chloe is with, and they're called YWAM. And I actually got to speak to someone, an administrator there, and I could not be more impressed with the information that was given to us to make us feel more comfortable that she's safe and sound and being well cared for while she's not with us anymore. And she's not like 30 years old. She's just turned 20 recently. So
That's right.
so that was really exciting to me to be able to talk to someone positive and get some positive information from them.
That's right.
So that was important to me.
That's exciting. So this is a live program. We're so excited again that you're joining with us. If you're watching us from YouTube or from LinkedIn, we encourage you to follow us on social media. We're, of course, broadcasting Maryland Homes Team through our Facebook page, but we have a great Instagram account. Follow us there. That we have content that we do specifically for Reels and for Instagram that you're not going to see anywhere else. And also on LinkedIn, we do have a TikTok account. Can you believe that? You're actually going to see Maria and I dance on our TikTok. So just let you know, it's a little scary, but it's a lot of fun. And then, of course, on YouTube as well. So for a lot of the different organizations that we support locally, please go to our website at mhtmerch.com. And you can order our merchandise there. We have shirts, mugs, all kinds of fun things you can design. And all the proceeds, all the profits from that, rather, we do write out a check to several different local benefits. And we're excited to be able to write that check. And you are a great supporter of that 110%.
And we like to donate. We like to give back.
That's right. That's right. Well, we're going to dive right into the program here. We're going to talk about the 5 top luxury homes, by the way. 5 top luxury homes that are for sale currently right now in Maryland. It's just a lot of fun to be able to engage and talk about those. Then we have Kelly Backert. By the way, she's the owner of Kore Barre Yoga. And I'm really happy to have her on the program, and we're going to dive into that interview in just a couple of minutes. But for right now, let's go ahead and talk about the top 5 properties. Take a look at that beautiful waterfront there.
Okay, let me guess. This is St. Michael's.
This is, well, I can do the reveal right now if you like.
Oh,
there it is.
sorry.
No, in Trapp, Maryland. So
Trapp?
Island
Where's
Creek Road on
Trapp?
Trapp, Maryland.
Sorry, don't know where that is.
This waterfront, can you imagine spending $19,950,000 on a 4-bedroom, 8-bath home? So I guess if you're tired of one bathroom, you just go to the second bathroom. You spread all your stuff out.
4 baths, and
That's right.
A couple people have to share. This is the opposite.
That's right. It's sitting on 121 acres, 10 acres. 10-car garage, 14,000 square feet. I'm not sure what I can do with 14,000 square feet. That's pretty crazy. Hey,
I do.
So take a look at this property here. This is very unique. It's located on Manor Road up at Chesapeake City, Maryland. It's home to 365 separate greenhouses. So there's all those greenhouses there. There's actually 365 of them there. It's sitting on 536 acres, and that is $14 million.
Okay, honey, the auctioneer is coming out in you, and you are like...
Sorry. Am I talking too fast for everybody? No.
We didn't even get to talk about where Trapp was. What county is
By the
Trapp
way,
in?
just to let you know, this is a question and answer live program. So if you want to use the comment section below wherever you're watching us from, just go ahead and type in your comments, a thumbs up, give us a heart, whatever. We're going to put your questions up so we can answer them. Hopefully, we can be able to answer them for you. And we love to engage with you that way. So please feel free to use the comment section, put your comments in there, and we'll throw you up live on the program.
So you're saying that this property here has 365 greenhouses.
On 536 acres. That's
And,
right.
but is there a home? that
There's
someone
not a
lives
house.
in?
There's not a house.
Okay, so this is just a
Like an
property for
agricultural
sale.
type of sale.
Okay,
That's right. Yep.
14 million.
That's right. Yep. So let's go down to the next property here, our property number 3. Where do you think that is?
Oh, someplace I'd like to live.
Yeah, right.
Just
Take a look at that. Right, you got your pool and then the water. Well, guess what? This is Ocean City. So if you want to live on
What?
Martha's Landing Road, 6-bedroom, 9 baths,
Wow.
10,000 square feet, priced at just a mere $12,900,000. Twelve
That
million
makes the other ones
nine hundred
look-
thousand
this
dollars.
These looks cheap compared to the other ones.
That's right.
But I want to say Happy New Year to Mark Wilson, him and his beautiful family.
Yes.
We were able to help them relocate last year. They are down south where it's nice and warm, and they look like they're doing absolutely wonderful.
Yep.
So thanks,
Hi,
Mark.
Mark.
Say hi to Brianna
Good seeing you.
and the baby for
Pro-
us.
Property number 4. Take a look at that picture there. Is that gorgeous or what? And where do you think that is?
Well,
I'll
okay,
share with you.
Deep Creek, like near Deep Creek. Oh,
Ro- Ralston Drive, Rollyston Drive in St.
Probably,
Michael's?
not
Probably
Ralston.
Rollyston Drive in St. Michael's. 9-bedroom, 13 baths,
again, 2 bathrooms per bedroom. Well,
12
not actually.
$12,500,000. That's
Hold on,
property
let me
number
take
4.
A look at these. I didn't get to see these pictures.
Aren't they gorgeous?
91 acres. Like you could like build a compound and a couple
That's
other
right.
things on there. Wow.
Exactly.
Sorry, I just like to dream what it's like to be there.
Yep, exactly. And then our last property, making it to the top of the list. Where do you think that property is?
Slow down. Like I mean, like that was like a Speedy Gonzalez statement. You know, my father is Hispanic and he talks very fast too. I guess that's.
She always gives me a
I
hard
don't
time.
know. I do. Well, not a hard time, honey. Just trying to. If I can't hear you, they can't hear you. or
Where do you
I
think
just-
this property is located?
That looks a little artsy to me.
Yep.
Hunt Valley.
Very modern
Yes,
architecture.
okay, modern architecture.
Well,
Those are much better
You can
words
say
than
artsy,
mine.
but it's a very modernized
Okay.
architecture, which is very synonymous to that Montgomery County, Howard County
Oh,
area.
yes.
You tend to see these types of properties,
Yes.
and this is actually in Bethesda. Fernwood Road is 6 bedrooms,
Okay.
10 baths, 15,000 square feet, and just again a mere $12,500,000.
So let's take a look at this. Let's recap here because this is what I do.
Sure.
So we have 6 bedrooms, 10 baths, on 2.7 acres, not hundreds, for $12 million.
That's right.
So that is the difference between St. Michael's and Bethesda. Now, Rob and I had the honor, and I truly say honor when I say honor, to be invited to a celebration of life and what would you call it, Rob, at Arlington Cemetery for
Yes.
for Joseph Kennedy.
Yeah.
Very well decorated man. His wife is a dear and sweet friend of ours. But so we were driving back roads. Waze took us back roads home from there. And normally we're on like the highway. So this was, but the houses looked a lot like that. Then you would find one like that. Then you'd find a traditional one. Then you'd find 30 more houses that were architecturally designed. And then you'd find a little more traditional one.
Yes.
So we got to see a lot of those on our way home.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So if you ever go through that part of the city, outskirts of DC, the Chevy Chase area, things like that,
Right.
that's what you're going to see. And those homes are absolutely gorgeous and priced fairly
Right.
crazy. So just
And
to
I
let
was
you know.
kind of saying, like, we were guessing like 3 million, 2 million,
Yes,
but that one was 12.7 million.
that's right.
But that's
Exactly.
because it was on all that property.
Yeah, so just to let you know real quick before we get into our interview, this past Friday, interest rates did soften up quite a bit. Well, when I say quite a bit, just a bit, but enough to kind of bring a few more buyers out into the woodwork. But I want you to keep in mind that the 321 buy down program is out there. It's available to you if you're trying to get out of your rental, you want to buy a home of your choice, but 5 3/4 or 6% interest rate is still a little steep for you. We have ways to get you into that home where you can pay as little as like 3% interest going into the first year of
Which
your
is
mortgage. So if you have any questions about that, please feel free to reach out to us. We have the programs. We have an in-house lender that would be more than happy to speak with you, and we're really excited about that.
And
So,
remember, 5.5, 5 3/4 is still great.
yep.
It is the average.
Still a really good
Yeah,
market.
6 and 7 is average for the
I wish
last
we had
20
more
years.
inventory for our buyers, but we just simply don't
Well,
right
I
now.
had plenty of houses to
Yep,
show this
exactly. Well, let's dive into our interview. We have in the house, and we're going to welcome her right now. A real big welcome. Put your hands together for Kelly Backert.
Oh.
Yes, Kelly. How you doing,
Hi, I
Kelly?
like how you guys have that like background clapping.
Oh no, you didn't realize this was a live studio audience. So thank you, folks. We have them all lined up back here. Just go ahead and keep passing the popcorn and Coke around. Thank you very much. No, but I appreciate that,
Say
Kelly.
something first. Can I say something about that trap place? I thought that looked like its own island.
Right?
I know. I
Yeah.
I
know.
was like, I've never heard of Trap Maryland. Is that its own
Me
island?
either.
That's
Yeah.
And this
crazy.
is what I do.
Yeah. That's an amazing property. That's probably one of the best ones there. Except, well, the Ocean City one is really nice too. But I think it's what $20 million. You know, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, you are buying your own compound at that point, right? So Kelly, it
Definitely.
is finally so exciting to be able to meet you. I've seen you online. You have a great online presence, and you're obviously making a real big impact in the community as well with your business and things like that. I wanted to get you on the program, and just so our viewers and everyone else can get an introduction from you and find out what your business is all about.
Yeah. So I have the two businesses. I have Core Bootcamps, which started 5 years ago. We just had our 5 year anniversary, which was great. And then Kore Barre Yoga, which is the newest one, which is I guess it'll be a year in March. It'll be a year in March. So grateful for both of those places. They offer a little bit different style of classes. At the bar studio, we offer bar and yoga, and we do like meditation, and we do wellness workshops. And then at Core Boot Camps, we have a spin studio, which is indoor cycling. And then we also have like strength classes, circuit classes, and boot camp style classes there. So different types of exercises. But people always ask me why the two studios? Well, first of all, I didn't have enough space to offer all these classes in one space. But the main reason is I'm here to help people. I'm here like on the planet to help people move their bodies. So whatever that looks like to you is what you should be doing, whether that's walking, jogging, yoga, getting on a bicycle, doing more like a boot camp. It's a little bit more intense. Whatever it is for you, I'm just here to help facilitate the movement, right? And so I like having the different options for people, especially now that I'm getting a little bit older. I like to kind of slow my workouts down a little bit. And so I like offering a variety of things for people in the community to choose from.
Yeah, that's great.
So you have different two locations, and each location offers one or the other.
Yeah,
Correct.
so we offer like bar, which is kind of like a dance type Pilates movement. And then we offer yoga classes and the meditation. That's at Kore Barre Yoga. That's the one that's above Bagel Works in downtown Bel Air. And then the other one is down the street closer to the Armory building, the big castle looking building.
Right,
And that
right.
one offers the indoor cycling and the boot camp strength, kind of heavier weights type classes. So
So did you guys do anything outside at your one near Bagel Works? Because I remember driving by one time and hearing all this, like, one more time, blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
Well,
that's pretty
I'm gonna
cool.
tell you, I'm gonna tell you. So this is so funny. First of all, we didn't, but we do a lot of outdoor workouts at Core Boot Camps. So Core Barre Yoga, not so much, but Core Boot Camps, we do a lot of like running stairs, running the parking garage. We do a lot of like outside, like so for our February Valentine's, we're going to do like a live DJ outdoor boot camp. And so we
How
always
fun.
offer free. So we offer a lot of free. Your first class is always free at both studios. So that's always a given. But we also offer a lot of free classes. So at least once a month, we have a free offering. And then at Kore Barre Yoga, we're going to be offering, oh, I love this video. Yay. So we're going to be offering Fridays free, February Fridays free. So I'm
Oh,
super excited
wow.
about that. So you can come every Friday, like, and yeah, and get some free
That's
classes. So
awesome.
we try to do a lot for the community. I try to do like very reasonably priced. So I feel like I have some of the best prices in town. So I'm very thankful that I can do that. And I feel like I have a really nice offering. And so yeah, hopefully it's affordable for everyone.
That's great. Yeah.
So, for someone like me, I think my whole intimidation of getting back in is that here I am, probably the largest one in the room, and all these skinny people are there. And of course, they're there because they're getting healthy, and they're probably already healthy because they've been there longer than me. But, like, do you, I don't know how to say this, but like, would I feel like intimidated? Like, I don't know. Like, should I just?
No. Um, so no. So that's the thing. It's interesting that you were talking about this because so I've been going to different gyms before I opened the studios. I was going to different gyms for years, right? So when I always, even though I was in pretty good shape, I always felt super intimidated and I felt like there was cliques and I felt like a misfit, really. I felt like I didn't fit in. I was like really uncomfortable. And so that's why I created Core because this is, first of all, you wouldn't be the largest person. So let's say that now. And there's all different shapes, sizes, ages. So we have, younger 30-year-olds, and then we have 70-year-olds, 67, 72. Like we have older people as well. So we have such a good mix of people, all different shapes and sizes. And I know Planet Fitness has the run on like no judgment zone, but Core is really the no judgment zone. It's just I facilitate, um, you know, I try to facilitate that in a way that's just like everyone's super friendly. I'm kind of like a kindergartner teacher, like everybody get
Right.
along.
Right. And I am a former teacher, so I love the kindergarten teachers. They were my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kelly, I've seen a couple of your videos out there, and I tell you, it's what I love about it is it really is a mix. I mean, you're going to see some younger folks there. You're going to see older folks. You're going to see different body sizes. So I honestly don't feel like I would be intimidated. And believe it or not, guys, there were some guys in her classes as well. So this isn't all like a woman's yoga type of facility. If you want to, just like you said, Kelly, get your body moving, I think that's really key number one. Like a couple of nights ago, we literally, I said, Maria, grab your shoes. We're going to go walking for 20 minutes. And it's just
'Cause that's
something,
where we're starting.
it's very difficult for us with our schedule, because we're going in different directions all the time and things like that.
No
And
excuses.
it really is one of my goals for 2023 is just exactly what you said. Get my body moving over and beyond what I normally do, like going to Wawa, Roll Farm, or go to in my office. It's getting the body moving and going from there. And I just love the fact that you have all these different classes and programs. It's not, you're not just going to show up and then all of a sudden get weights in your hands, I guess. You have so many different types of programs for different walks of life. Is that correct?
Yeah. And I just think that, like you said, it's just kind of about starting. And so for me, it's so much more than just like, oh, I want to look really good in my skinny jeans, right? Like that's part of it, but most of it is for me, I work out because I need to work out because of my anxiety. I could like in the past I've used a lot of different things for like my anxiety, but movement is what I do now just to clear my head. And honestly, it helps me be more creative and it helps me to be the best version of myself. And if that is just a 20-minute walk or jog that day, then that's what it is. It's just to kind of just clear myself, right? To clear my head and to, so that I can be the best person that I am. And it's very helpful. So movement, I always say movement is medicine, but I really feel that way.
That's
Yeah,
really
and you're
great.
right. And I'll say one of my biggest things for wanting to come back into being healthier and moving our bodies. I struggled last year with, for the first time ever, a sciatica nerve, and that was
Mm.
probably some of the worst pain I've had since childbearing. And I've heard people talk about it. I'm like, oh, what is that? And it happened to me, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't really understand what you all went through. But they said strengthening your core
Hmm.
is key for a lot of things. And I agree. You just mental health wellness. I think moving our bodies is just going to be really good for us.
That's right. Kelly, real quick, I just want to let you know, we were able to track down one of your friends, a member of your program, and we're really excited to have on board to be able to share a conversation with us. And that is Stacy Annan, and I'm really excited to have her on there. If I didn't botch her last name, Stacy, how are you doing?
I'm fabulous, and you did not botch my last name, so there we go.
Excellent. Stacey, that's really a lot of fun. I really appreciate you coming aboard. Get my studio audience is giving you a round of applause, and appreciate you coming
Love
on
it.
board. Stacy, if you don't mind being on the phone, obviously with us, can you just share a little bit about your experiences and your friendship with Kelly? Keep it PG, of course. But share your experiences with Kore Barre Yoga, and go ahead.
Okay, so Kelly and I met, oh gosh, Kelly, I don't know. I feel like it's probably going on almost a decade ago when I had left another gym in the Bel Air area, and I was looking for a trainer, and I was looking for a community, and I was feeling quite lost. And I signed up for a program at Charm City Run in Bel Air, and Kelly was leading this program, and I fell in love with her approach, her attitude, everything about it. And it was funny because it was during like February or March, so the weather wasn't that nice. And I remember saying to Kelly, like, I want to hire you. I want to do all the things, but I don't want to take this class anymore outside in the bad Maryland weather. So anyway, that was over and done. And I hired her on the spot as my personal trainer. I hired her for my husband, who also loves working out with her. And we just started to follow all of the things that Kelly was doing. She was teaching spin classes. She's like, Stacy, take a spin class. And I'm like, I don't think so. And then I took a class of hers, and again, it was amazing. And I just saw this community coming around Kelly of people who, again, maybe didn't feel like they fit in other gyms and didn't belong. And they just started to support each other. And then Kelly opened her first Kore Bootcamps and spins studio in the Armory area. And I was like, I'm in for that. I'm in for the next studio. I'm in for Barre Yoga. Everything she does is about helping people be the best version of themselves, and not just from a physical place. I mean, that's part of it. We want to feel good in our bodies, but it goes so much further than that with Kelly, and that is her superpower. She's one of the most incredible people that I am so lucky to be friends with, because she inspires me every day. But what she has built in Bel Air is phenomenal.
Wow,
I
that's
love
great.
it. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah,
So, honey, you're
I
going
love
to
that.
commit to come with me on a Friday?
Uh,
He's
yeah.
gonna
Well, did you
commit.
guys hear Stacy? I went to her house with her and her husband. I could come to your house, Robert and Maria, and train you. That's what I
Oh,
did with Stacy and her
okay.
husband.
You heard that.
Great.
I don't mind doing it.
You don't even have to come to the gym. I can come to you.
You don't mind doing it,
You heard it right from
really?
her mouth. She'll come right to you. That's right. Exactly. I think what I love about it, Stacey, and if I can piggyback a little bit off what you just said, and that is,
Sure.
I love the fact that you're not walking into one of the real large brick and mortar exercise fitness places where you're kind of like left on your own a little bit. You walk over to the treadmill or
Yeah.
you walk over to a couple things, and then you get in the vibrating chair when you're done, kind of thing. The massage chair.
Yeah.
Here you're going
Yep.
to walk in the door, and because I've seen the videos, I've seen the reactions, I've seen other comments, and you're welcomed, obviously, with a smile on their face, and you're in a zone where no one is really, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not really judging you. It's a no judgment zone. You're coming in for a specific purpose, and you're kind of being told from another human being, hey, you could do this. You can get this done. I know you have goals in the next 6 months, 3 months. Maybe you want to lose 20 pounds or 15 pounds or just become healthy mentally, but you can do this. And this is going to be the place where we're going to get this done. And I love that about this type of facility.
Well, and I agree, Robert, with you too, because here's the other beautiful thing about what Kelly offers. It's fun. Most people
Mm.
think of exercise. I lost over 100 pounds, maybe 130 pounds, like 10 or 15 years ago. And I did it, and it was not fun. It was
Yeah.
very much, it felt like I had to do certain things, right? And then when I found all of Kelly's offers, like, I'm laughing. It's like, yeah, you're working out really hard, but when you're finished, it feels good. You're got a smile on your face. I never, ever regret, ever. Sometimes it's a little hard, getting yourself there. But once you get there, you feel so good all around, even just your mental well-being, which is so important, right? We've all lived through this pandemic, and we've all been in places where, again, we've had some tough spots over the last couple of years. And one of my other favorite things that Kelly did is right before the pandemic, she said to me, "We're going to start offering virtual classes." And I was like, "You're what?" She goes, "I
Oh,
know. I don't know why, but I just feel this call." And
oh,
then 2 or 3 months later,
good
she
idea.
had this beautiful offering already set up and was able to keep the community together, which so many gyms I know struggled pivoting, which I
Oh,
understand
yeah.
why,
Hmm.
right? But it was like just that the fact she trusted her intuition and she did it.
Yeah.
And then again, we're all working out in our basements, but we still felt this sense of community, which was amazing during that time because it was a really hard time.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. There's so many businesses that did struggle, during the pandemic. Kelly, how did your business, not only survive, but actually thrive through that pandemic? How did you do that?
Yeah. Well, it was just what Stacy said. So, um, I had a tap on my shoulder. God was tapping me on the shoulder. It was about December. It was December before the March that it all hit. And I just felt this calling to start doing virtual classes. I got some pushback. I'm not gonna lie. Some of my instructors were like, "What? I don't want to do this, right?" So, and I even got some pushback from people at the gym. Like they were like, "I'm not gonna do that. I like coming in." And I was like, "Well, it's just an offering. It's just an offering."
Sure.
But then everybody already knew how to do it. So when we got shut down, it was our instructors knew how to teach that way. All of our people knew how to, it was the easiest transition. And we started getting people from Virginia, Delaware. Like we
Oh,
did
wow.
such an
Wow.
amazing job. My team did such an amazing job. They're the people. My team at both studios, but we didn't have this studio at that time, are I have the best of the best. They're so caring and loving and so we just transitioned really easily and I think that 2020 was one of my best years financially.
Yeah, that's great.
I
Yeah,
would
Yeah.
that's
probably agree with you,
yeah.
being in real
Yeah, I mean, every
estate.
business really did have to pivot. We had to do the same thing. We started doing more Zoom meetings and things of that nature with our future clients, and it worked. We made it work, and it was successful. You're very resilient. We appreciate that, and of course, it does appear that you have an excellent team that supports you. And I'm, really, it does come down to a team effort, and
Oh
I was
my
glad
gosh.
to.
I'm like, it's so great. So when I started out with Core Boot Camps, it was originally boot camps by Kelly, and I was doing things in parking lots and I was doing things at Charm City Run and I was doing all these things. But I wanted to rename it because my goal was always to walk in the studio and to have people in the studio not know who I was.
Mhm.
And that's starting to happen. And I love it so much because it makes it not about me, it makes it about them. And it makes it about my instructors. I will, if you ever go on my social media, I'm always talking about my instructors, like what they're doing, what they're teaching, and like trying to prop them up because they're the stars and our community is the stars, and we do blog posts and do like interviews with our members, and we try to just really uplift people and make them feel like they're special because they are special to us. And my instructors are um yeah, they're it for me. Like they're the most loyal, caring, loving, kind people, and I am blessed to have them, really.
That's awesome. Kelly, how many instructors do you have? Just curious.
Gosh, I have so probably okay, so I have 9, and then what do I have? 10, probably about is it 18, 19?
Wow,
Wow,
that's
that's
awesome.
great.
So you guys are, I know, right above Bagel Works, and then you are on Main Street. What, down from the Armory
Yeah,
or
so
in
there's
the
the big
Armory?
castle looking building, so you'll go a little bit past that. There's a surf
Right.
shop, a dance
Yep.
studio,
Yep.
there's a florist.
Yes.
Yeah, we're right there. So
Okay.
we're right there.
So do you love being center? I mean, we love being in the center of Bel Air. I can imagine it'd be really good for you guys. And do people,
Yeah,
can
I
they just
mean,
like stop
people
in?
people always say like, well, what about the parking? But honestly, at both studios we have a big free parking lot behind both studios.
Right.
Like the
Okay.
one the one at Kore Barre Yoga is a little bit tricky to get to. You like you have to go kind of up by Looney's and then around. Like it's not tricky to get to, but it's But I mean, there's like 20 open spots all the time. That's where I park. And so there's always a lot of parking because that's the main thing people ask is, you don't have like, it's paid parking. There's not a lot of parking. I'm like, no, both of my studios have a lot of parking out back and it's all free. So I lucked out there.
Yeah, that's
And
great.
I don't think people even know that there's parking in the back.
Hmm.
So that's really good for you to share.
Yeah,
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 no,
that's
they
great.
don't. And that's a big, like,
I didn't
that's a big,
know.
yeah. And oh my, now, no, nobody goes in that front door. Nobody. Unless you're new, you're not walking in my front door. Everyone goes to the back door because I mean, it says Core Bootcamps on it, but
Okay.
everybody parks out back in the big free parking lot and then just goes in the back door.
Oh,
That's great.
that's good to know.
Stacy, let me ask you something. So, give us a run through of a typical workout for you when you walk through that back door of Core. What's the kind of like the first thing you're expecting, or the first thing that happens to the end? Give us a rundown from your perspective.
Sure. Okay. Well, the first thing I want to say, and I don't know if Kelly planned this perfectly or not, but there's a staircase involved in both studios. So whether you're going to the boot camp, you're going down the steps, and it's a pretty, you can get up and down it, but you already know when you're on the stairs, you're like, all right, the workout's beginning. One of my favorite things is everybody saying hi to each other when you first walk in.
Very nice.
So you're like putting your stuff down and people are like, hey, Stacy, how are you? It's so good that you're here. The instructors are coming up and talking to everybody. You just feel immediately, if you felt nervous at all about coming in the door, it's like immediately your shoulders just drop and you feel relaxed.
Wow.
And then I always love it because the music, Kelly and all the instructors have amazing music, and you just kind of get into it. And then all of a sudden you're like halfway through, right? You're doing things. And what I do love about it as well is I can work out at home, but I never work out the same way I do when I'm in a class, when I'm doing something with Core. I always feel like I can push it a little further, not to hurt myself, but I always feel like I'm energized. I feed off of Kelly's energy, the instructor's energy, and I'm like, yes. And so when you get to the cool down, again, it just feels like Kelly does this thing where we just take a moment to, again, kind of like your gratitude things that you were talking about at the beginning of the call, where we just thank our bodies. We take a moment to be grateful for whatever it is in the moment. We take a
Wow.
breath and a mindfulness pause. And that just makes all the difference. You're not just running out the door. You're really grounding and closing, this whole routine that you've just done with your body and everybody else in the room, and you feel the energy of everybody, and then everybody's cleaning up and what have you, and chatting and saying, oh my gosh, how'd we get through that? Usually I make a comment or two during the class, because I'm like, and everybody's laughing and Kelly's teasing me. So it's fun, like I said before, and it goes by so quickly. And then to me, the whole rest of the day, it's not even just the workout, but it's all those other little things I just talked about that just make it so inspiring. So
Wow.
I
That's great.
am an avid Core workouter, fan, you name it, all the things.
That's great. Yeah, that's great, Stacey. I really appreciate you sharing that with me. Kelly, if you don't mind, just share with us a little bit about the different classes that you probably have shared this, but I want to just reiterate it if you have. And that is, what type of classes do you offer? I know if you visit our website, and I'm talking to the viewers right now, you visit the website korebarreyoga.com. You're going to be able to see the entire list of classes there and how to become a member and things like that. But share with us maybe the top 2 or 3 classes that you love and you find that people are most engaged with.
Okay, so my favorite class will always be, because it's where I started, will be the indoor cycling. I love indoor cycling.
Oh, wow.
I think it takes the pounding off of your body. It's in it, but it's still a good cardio workout. So I do enjoy doing that. That's my favorite thing to teach. And again, I have some really amazing instructors who are they're just great. So positive. I always say like positive messages during the class, and I'm able to kind of motivate from a really cool place when I'm teaching cycling. So I really love that. And then at the bar studio, we offer all types of things, but again, one of my favorite things that we offer is that Stacy comes over to our studio, and she is a meditation facilitator. So she does a lot of meditation classes, and I love that. And I think that's something that's needed. It's part of our whole health and wellness. So there's a little bit of yin and yang. So you're pushing yourself really hard, right, with a workout, but then you're coming back into your body. Into your presence, and you can have that spiritual connection with your meditation and with just that gratitude for your body. And I always talk about gratitude for your body in during the workout, after the workout, because look, my a few years ago, my brother got into a really bad accident and broke both his arms, both his legs, his ribs. It was really bad. And he's okay now, but like, I remember thinking in that moment, like, I'm never going to take my body for granted. Like, there's things about our bodies that we don't like, right? Like, oh, my tummy's too big, or I'm too heavy, or I'm too this, or I'm too that. But here's the thing. God designed you perfectly, right? So God designed you perfectly. And this is what I think. He designed your body perfectly for what you're supposed to do here on the planet. Your purpose on the planet, he's designed you perfectly. Now, that doesn't mean that I mean, I do believe it's your job to try to keep it and, to exercise and to try to eat to the best of your ability. But whatever that means, it might be different for everybody. But I think that it's helpful if we just keep coming back to gratitude. Like after a class, I'm always like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for like, my arms did that, my legs did that. Like, I can't believe it. I sometimes think, even though I've been exercising for a very long time, I'm like, I can't believe I just did that. Like, I always have this little moment of like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that my body did that. Like, I'm so grateful that I was able to do that today. Like, thank you, God, so much for allowing me to do that. Right. So I always have a gratefulness, even though there might be, as I'm aging, there might be parts of my body that I don't like as much. I'm always have a lot of gratitude for the things that I can do.
Wow.
That's right.
That is
I
great,
love it.
Kelly. What an inspiration. I mean, honestly, for those out there that really feel down about their body, maybe they've had really poor eating habits over the last many, many years, and they just need that jump start. 2023,
Well,
just
but
like we
that's the
said, is
thing.
their
And,
year.
and like, look, everybody, I don't, I'm just someone that's, I'm a little bit different of a trainer because I don't believe in cookie cutter diets. And I actually don't believe in diets at all. I believe you can just use your own intuition and knowing what works for you and what doesn't. Like and everybody's different. Your spouse is going to be different on what they eat, your friend, anyone else. It's just using your own intuition. Like you'll eat something and then you can say, hey, how did that feel? Did that give me energy or not give me energy? Did I feel like I didn't sleep well that night? Maybe I should not eat that before I go to bed, or maybe I should switch it up and eat more protein. Like you'll start to figure out, if you become more present with yourself, what your body needs and what it doesn't. I think some of us get so busy. We get so busy and we eat kind of mindlessly. Like we eat in front of our phones, we eat in front of our computers, we eat on the run all the time, which I do that sometimes as well. You'll see me like driving down the road, shoving a protein bar in my mouth or something. But I really try to have a little bit more mindfulness and a little bit more presence. And I try to slow it down a little bit and be present with my food and have a clearer understanding of what my body needs. And like I said, everybody's different. So, with that mindfulness will come a little bit of slowing down, and then your digestive system reacts to that. Instead of that rapidness that we're all in, like the rabbit race rapidness, your digestive system is going to react to that, right? If you slow it down, take a deep breath before you eat, be mindful about how you're eating. All of that things helps your digestive system, helps your mindfulness, helps your presence. And I think it really just little small subtle shifts create big change. So I think little shifts like that can help a great deal, instead of this white knuckling it
Mm.
diet that we all have to go on every single January. I think that's ridiculous, and I find it disheartening when I see people try to do that to themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. So let's
Mhm.
talk about if this. How does it work? Do you sign up for a month? Can you just sign up for certain classes? Can you pay per class to come in and see what you like? How does it
So
work?
it's all different things. So the first class is always free, and then you can buy one class, you can buy two classes, we have class packs, like 5 class pack, 10 class pack, 20 class pack, and then we have our regular memberships, and then some people pay in full for the year. That's always the cheaper version of what you can do, because you'll end up paying less a month if you pay in full for the year. A lot of people tend to do that because it's very reasonable. But otherwise it's monthly. Or if you think you're just going to be someone who comes probably like once a week or something, then those class packs are probably the best for you. But if you're someone who comes at least 3 times a week, then the monthly membership or the pay in full option is always the best. But that's something that I always just discuss with people. Like, they'll always ask me after they try that first trial, like, hey, what do you think I should do? And I kind of just get a gauge of like, well, how many times a week do you think you're going to be coming? And then you can be a part of both studios or just one studio. Like, I'll usually, quite honestly, I've touched base with everybody that's a member at my gym. There's not very many people that just come in and buy a membership. I usually touch base with them, talk to them, and we figure out what best fits their needs.
I love the personalized service, obviously, that you offer. But, for those that are watching right now, I certainly hope that 2023 is going to be, this is going to be the top of your goals in 2023. And that is developing a healthy habit and make it part of your healthy habits is to be able to join Kore Barre Yoga and start working your mind, your body, your spirit. And I love that. I think it's so important for all of us to at least try your class out. You know what I mean? Go to that one class and try it out. And she's looking at me like, oh yeah, we'll start when you want to start. Yeah, but I absolutely agree.
You said we should start now.
I've always said 2023, I want to start off with good, healthy habits and make that, even if it's just your first year that you're doing this,
And
make it
sometimes
this year.
I'm honestly, and I did this with Stacy, but I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes it's a bit overwhelming, and I understand that it's a bit overwhelming. I'm very like introverted, interestingly enough, and I don't really like to be in big spaces with like a lot of people I don't know. So another option, and I always just want to offer this, is I do that one-on-one personal training. And sometimes people feel more comfortable getting a few sessions under their belt. And then basically I walk them through a workout of like, this is going to be similar to what a class does. And then when they walk in that class after doing several sessions with me, they feel super comfortable. They know what kind of weights to. So sometimes people are like, I don't want to walk in there and I'm going to be really nervous that I don't know what to do. And although the instructors are very helpful and they will help you with that, it still can feel a lot better if you maybe do a couple of one-on-one sessions, and then you'll know exactly what to expect and you'll feel like you're in a little bit better shape to walk into that classroom. So that's always an option for people too.
Yeah, I love that. Not to kind of parlay into real estate, but we feel the same exact way. Like if we're talking to a buyer, we would rather meet with them one-on-one in their setting, or they can come to our conference room and talk to them one-on-one, because we found that if we take that same buyer and put them in a room with 20 or 30 other buyers that's like at a seminar or something, they're less likely to ask questions and raise their hand because they don't want to feel embarrassed that it's not usually a question that you would hear in a buyer seminar. But yet when we meet with them one-on-one, it's all on the table. We have a cup of coffee and we just lay it all out there. We find out what their goals are, what their needs are. And it almost sounds like that same concept works for you as well, that one-on-one approach. Yeah.
I mean, who
that.
doesn't it work for? I mean, this is what we're here to do, right? So if you feel strongly about what you do for your living, which you guys both do, and you're helping so many people, I mean, you're trying to help people find a home that could be something that they raise their families in. I mean, we know that home is just like, it's where your heart is. It's where your love is. It's where you raise your family. It's all of the things. It's a dream, right? It's the hopefulness. It's a dream. And so I think it's very similar. Like when we're doing that, we want to do that to the best of our ability. And we can only do that if we can get to know the person.
That's right. Yeah. No, I appreciate that. And it's so awesome. It's awesome to be able to kind of wrap this up on that kind of note. And I just want to ask, so first of all, Stacy, thank you so much for coming on the phone with us. I don't want to keep you on the phone too much longer, but if you have any parting words for Kelly or for anyone who's viewing right now, please feel free to share that with us, Stacy.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
And all I want to say is that everybody listening, or maybe you're thinking about other people, first of all, Robert and Maria, come to a class with me. Let's have some fun, the three of us together. You tell me what you want to do, and I will come, and we will have a great time, and we'll laugh. Anybody listening who's afraid, intimidated, thinks it can't work, all of the things that, again, January is such a, like Kelly was saying, so much pressure. Do it. And again, you don't have to do it where you go into the big class and feel intimidated. You can absolutely hire Kelly one-on-one. I've had Kelly as my trainer for I don't know however many years. It's amazing. And she really is the real deal. A lot of people talk, but Kelly is again, one of the most amazing human beings on the planet. Just to be
Wow.
your friend, be in her world, I cannot recommend it. And I am so excited to see the growth and the expansion of her business because it just is the testament to the things that she's creating. So
That's
I'm just
awesome.
like, yay, over
Mhm.
here.
Yeah, yeah,
Yay.
that's great,
Aw.
Stacy.
I love it all.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
You are
Stacy.
so
Thanks,
welcome.
Thank you
Dave.
for
Thank you.
coming on the
Name a
program.
class.
Yep.
All righty.
Name a class.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
I'm serious.
We're gonna keep him
Pretty
accountable, both
costly.
of us.
That's right.
Yep.
We'll talk to you soon, Stacy. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank
Bye
you.
Take care.
bye.
Bye bye now.
Too.
So Kelly, obviously everyone can go to the website, but you do have an awesome Facebook page as well. What's the best way for someone to be able to sign up with you, to be able to contact you, and
Just
get
get
more
info.
information?
So, right.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly just tell people to call me. Like, I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's still small enough where I feel like that's a good idea. So my phone number is on the website, and my phone number is on the door, and my phone number is everywhere. It's everywhere. So you can call me, you can send me an email if that feels more comfortable to you. You can text me, you can message me through the website, you can message me through Kore Bootcamps, Kore Barre Yoga Facebook pages, Instagram, anywhere really where you feel more comfortable messaging somebody or calling me. I mean, whatever works best for you. And I always just tell people use that first class pass. That's the best thing that you can do is
Right.
just pick a class that works with your time schedule and just kind of step into it. You can even let me know you're coming for your first time, and then we can I'll let the instructor know, and they'll know that it's your first time. Well, they get a message that it's your first time anyway, and they'll take care of you. So
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's great
So
information.
we get a T-shirt that says newbie or something.
Yeah, newbie.
well, no, but
Yeah, yeah,
oh my gosh, I mean, people would not like that, I don't think, but
yeah. No,
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 I
no. That's
know.
great. So
Well, thank you for joining
yeah,
us.
thank you for joining us, Kelly. And just let you know, if you're watching right now, we're going to have all the links and the phone numbers. We'll have all of that in the description after the program today, or this evening. And we're just so excited that you've joined us, Kelly. Number one, we're so excited for everyone who's watching us now. And of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact Kelly through the website or give her a call as well. And we really appreciate you coming on board with us and joining our
fun.
evening.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate this. This was a lot of fun.
It is fun.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Kelly.
Kelly.
All
Have a
right,
good evening.
you have a great evening, and we will talk to you later. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thank
Take
you
care.
so much.
welcome.
All right, take care now. Thanks. So that was a
Seriously.
lot of fun.
Yeah, they're so sweet.
Yes. Yeah.
I
What a
love
great
them.
group.
Wow.
I'm so glad to have them on the show. Really. And
Do you have your yoga pants ready?
I need to get my yoga. Well, I mean, I don't think you have to have yoga pants, but I mean,
Well, I think
you're not going to want to see me in yoga pants. I will tell you that first of all.
Is a good thing. You know.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
looking forward to going on the website personally. Actually, I haven't had time to do it beforehand. But
I went to the website. There's a lot of programs there. You can schedule
Well, then,
yourself
honey, you already know where
online.
you wanna
And I love that.
start.
I love that.
That's awesome. I'm so
Yep.
glad you did all that work.
Exactly, hon. Well, it's just thinking ahead for us as a
Okay,
couple.
well,
you know,
talk is cheap.
talk
so
is very cheap. You're right. Exactly.
proof is in the
You need to put it in action.
action.
So if you're watching tonight, you've got to put yourself in action, get your body moving, and give Kelly a call. So that's going to be awesome. So we're going to move the
Alrighty.
show along, and we have our calendar of events. We'll be right back. right, welcome back.
Yes, so I'm excited to share.
Oh,
We're going to
my
have
goodness.
some giveaways.
Here we go.
This is from the Fabulous Shamrock Irish and Scottish Celtic Gift Shop. Look how cute that is. Is that not adorable? And look at those pretty earrings.
And that bag is full, by the way. There's
It
all
is
kinds of things in
full
there.
of goodies and the Scottish flag, of course.
That's
I mean,
right.
You should be wearing it. Anyway, we're going to have some giveaways starting next show. And we're going to also be giving a gift certificate away for, I want to say Bella Breaking, Newberry Bakery. So
Yum.
you can eat a donut and then go work out.
We'll eat a light
Or,
donut and then
or
go to Kore.
Split it.
Yeah.
Anyway, no,
Exactly.
no, we should be eat any donuts.
No,
They're
not at
so
all.
yummy, but yay for
Yeah.
Newberry. Anyway.
Yeah, so make sure you follow us on Instagram and
Yep.
Facebook, and we're going to give you all the instructions on how to win these prizes,
And we're
right?
going to talk about it on the show next time as well.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. Let's dive right into the market stats. Hey, this is going to kind of throw you through a little bit of a loop here. We did market stats for the zip code of 21014 in Bel Air. All right, how about that? There's only 2 coming soon properties right now in Bel Air. All of 21014.
That's why you need an agent who's on top of
That's right.
things.
So if you want to know about those properties, please feel free to DM us. You can put some information into the comment section. We're always following the comments, and we love to be able to contact you. You can go to our website at searchmydreamhome.com, searchmydreamhome.com, and fill out the form there. That'll come directly to my phone, and I can be able to contact you and send you all that information. So that'll be
Alrighty,
great.
well, thank you for tuning in. Happy
Thank you so
New
much.
Year.
Happy New Year. We're so excited. We are quickly approaching our 100th episode, so we're really happy about that. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for keeping us
Yes.
going. We really do appreciate that. And so anyhow, I was looking at a message, I'm sorry, that came up
Right.
here. Someone said that they didn't realize that houses were sitting on the market that long. Now, keep in
How
mind, that
long
is kind
was
of an
that,
average.
honey?
Well, it's 42, so that is a median number. So
It
just keep
is.
that in mind.
I actually showed a house in Belcamp that was on there for 133 days.
That's right.
So, as a good agent, what does that tell you? It was overpriced.
Yes.
So,
There's only one reason why it's not going to sell, and that's
don't be
overpriced.
fretting.
Yep.
Don't be fretting. We're
Nope.
paying attention,
Nope.
and we're going
Not
to
at
help
all.
you get into your dream home or sell
That's
your
right.
home to find your dream home
Until next time, Maria, we are always better.
together.
We're always better together. And remember, if you're thinking of buying or selling a home, you want to keep Maryland Homes team at the top of the list of teams that you want to interview.
Because who
and
you work with matters.
Who you work with matters. That's
And
right.
have a great week.
Have a great week. We'll see you next time.